Now, these questions, which are homonym questions, present to you a good mixture of meaning-based and contextual vocabulary, right? The context is given, you can understand what the word means there, but unless you know the meaning of that particular word, or unless you know the difference between those two words, it is very difficult usually to answer this particular question. So you need to know your vocabulary, you need to know what which spelling or which word refers to what here in this case, right? Now, for instance, this particular question here in sentence 1, let's go sentence by sentence and find out. We can mark things here. The first one says, a tall, amiable or amicable man. He wears a white hard hat with Joe written in faded marker on the front. Now, amiable is the correct word here, which is A, of course. Why? Because it means actually both the words are you might have heard of them, you might have come across them. While both the words mean friendly, amiable is used for people, while amicable is used for things, right? So both are adjectives. The only difference being that amicable is used for things, while, for instance, if I talk about a relationship, so I would say that I maintain an amicable relationship with that person. But on the other hand, if I'm describing somebody's personality, for instance, so I would say that he is a very amiable person, right? And that he has an amicable personality. So you get the difference now, right? That is the difference between amiable and amicable, right? Now let's move on to the second sentence. It says, I heard Jane's canvas was postponed due to the storm. Obviously, it cannot be this canvas, because that we know is what an artist uses, or basically a heavy woven cloth, right? But this is what we know as the answer here, which is B, has to be the answer. To canvass means to collect information for electioneering, or go around and advertise yourself, right? Advertise yourself, I'm sorry. So that is exactly what a canvas means here in this case. So the answer for this particular sentence has to be B. Let's move on. It says, the gentle wind coming from the river brought with it the fetid or fetid, which spelling is it? Is it F-E-T-E-D or F-E-T-I-D, stench of dead fish and sadness, right? The correct word here has to be B, which is F-E-T-I-D, fetid, which means, as per the context which gives us, it means a strong and horrible, unpleasant smell, right? While this fetid, I'm sure you know about this, right? The other fetid, which is F-E-T-E-D, it means to be honored, it means to be celebrated, right? So that is where this feat comes from, right? Now the other one, the fourth sentence goes on to say, any team interested in Sizemore will need to be convinced that he is finally healthy, healthful or healthy again, right? So what should the answer be here? Now the correct sentence here in this case has to be healthy, right? Because it means somebody who is enjoying good health, somebody who is full of good health and vigor, right? But what does healthful mean? Healthful is something that will create good health. For example, if I were to say, I think you should eat healthful food, right? So that is what how healthful is used then in that case. But here in this case, since we are referring to a person, Sizemore here, right? We need the word healthy. That he is healthy, and only then any sports team will probably be interested in him. Right? Let's move on to the next slide, which gives us sentence 5. Most scientists prefer to follow 1,000-year cycles or longer when describing climatic or climactic changes in Earth's history. Right? So is it CLIMATIC or is it CLIMACTIC? The answer obviously here has to be climatic, right? Because climatic is the word A, which refers to climate, right? And that is what we are referring to here, Earth's history and 1,000-year cycles, right? When you refer to climate. But the other word, climactic, it refers to a climax, right? Something reaching a climax, or something which has the features of a climax, ending, a huge grand ending. That is what is climactic, right? So the answer here, we call both of them climactic, but then the answer, as we see, as we saw for all the sentences for this question, from the options, it has to be option B, which is A, B, 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 and then A.